Hello students, in this video we will see the chapter 5 of the class 9th computer applications subject input in Java. So before going to the input in Java chapter, first of all understand the logic of a program. What is the logic of program? We develop a program using the three concepts. First is the input, second is the process, and third is the output. Because our computer follows the IPO circle. IPO means input, processes, and output. So whatever program we will develop, in that first of all we write the code of input, second we write the code of process, and finally we write the code for the output. So computer understands the logic and do the work according to given instructions. That is called the program. So this is called the data processing concept of a computer. So in a data processing concept, we develop many types of programs. So sometimes we want to tell to the others one that what we are going to do in a program. So we can write this also in our program. So for to tell about the program logic, we use some statements. They are called comments. So if the question comes that what are comments, then its answer is this, that these are non-executable statement that enables users to understand the program logic. Non-executable means computer processor will not solve them. Even these statements are written in the program, but they are not compiled by the compiler. These are the lines which are not compiled by the compiler, means they will not be converted to the machine code. It is basically a remark statement. Remark statement means remarkable about the program, means which tells that what logic we are going to use in the program. Look here, sometimes it becomes difficult for a user to understand the logic applied in a program, especially when somebody else has developed it. Means when we develop a program and second person is not able to understand that what we have made. In such cases, the programmer should mention the purpose and the action being taken in different steps. So in this we write the statements about the each step. This can be made possible only by applying comment statements in the program. Okay, so this work we can do using the comment. So how many types of comments are there? So types of comment. First comment is single line comment, second multi-line comment, and third is documentation comment. So first understand single line comment. What are the single line comment? It is a statement starts with double slash symbol followed by message. Suppose if there is one line and this line we want to make a comment line. So put double slash in the beginning of this line. Now this line will be comment and this will not be executed or compiled by the compiler. So this we can write in the starting of a program. Suppose that if we want to make a program to find the square root of a number and we want to write this comment at the top of the program, so we can write like this, put double slash and then we can write program to find square root. So like this we can write a single line comment. In this example, we can see that here two slash before this line. It shows that it is a single line comment. And here this is written my first Java program. After this, these are the program lines. And here after this statement, okay, one statement is written square of the number, and before it here are two slash. So this is also single line comment. So here this line is showing that which program is this, and this message represents that what action has been taken in this line. Next is multi-line comment. So sometimes programmer want to explain the logic of the program in detail. So in such situation, this is not possible to explain full logic in single line. So we have to write more than one line. So in such situation, we use the multi-line comment. So multi-line comments to explain the logic of program in detail. Now listen, this comment starts with slash and asterisk followed by the comment lines and ends with asterisk then slash. So listen, first of all we put slash line, then single asterisk, then whatever lines are there we will line, okay, in detail we will tell about the program. So we have to write the messages here, and after the last line we put here asterisk and then slash. So like this we can write more than one line as a comment. This is called multi-line comment. Now see the example of this. Now see this program. Here this slash sign, then asterisk, then here is written my first Java program. It accepts a number, say 5, calculates and displays the square of the number, and here asterisk then slash. So these are the comment lines, okay. These are going to explain about the program. So these are the multi-line comments. We can write like this. In starting put this symbol, and ending you have to put this symbol, okay, to make the multi-line comment. Now I hope that multi-line comment is clear for you. Now documentation comment. These comments are used to explain about the programmer, means you can tell about yourself also in the program, and also about the logic of the program. So these are called documentation comment. Documentation comment starts with slash and then double asterisk, and you have to write the message, and in the ending you have to put asterisk and then slash. So like this you can use documentation comment in your program. Now see the example of the documentation comment in the program. Here you can see in this program 3 lines are written. First 3 lines are here. First 2 lines about the person who is developing the program. Here written, my name is Akanksha Gautam. I study in Rajendra Vidyalaya in class 10th B. This is my first Java program. And then asterisk slash. So this is the documentation comment. How we can know that this is a documentation comment? Look here. Here is slash and then double asterisk. And in the ending, here is one asterisk and then slash. So these symbols shows that these are the documentation comment. So in documentation comment, listen one time more that what are the documentation comment. Okay, during the course of programming, the user may need to include some information about himself and his program. This documentation may not be a discussion about the program logic, but might serve some information to viewed by others users who may need to execute your program. The comment starts with slash then double asterisk followed by the set of the comment lines and ends with asterisk and this slash. Okay, so I hope that this is clear for you that what is a documentation comment. Now see various ways to input the data values to a program. How we can write the statements to input the data values in the program. So there are four methods. First method is assignment statement method. Second method is function argument method. This is also called BlueJ system because this can be used only in the BlueJ platform, and at another place we cannot use it. And third is the input stream reader class method, and fourth is the by using the scanner class. So total four ways are there to input the data values in a program. So first of all we will discuss about the assignment statement. So how we can make a program by using assignment statement. So understand, a statement that stores a value of a variable is known as assignment statement. So this method we use if we know already input values. Means this method is used if input values are already known in the program. If values are unknown, then we will not use this method. So let us understand it with the help of example. So listen here, our question is this: write a program to find the sum of 345 and 276. Means we have to make a program in which two numbers are there, 345 and 276. Now we have to add them and we have to display the result. So how we will write the program? So first of all write down public class and then take a class name by your side. I have taken here sum. Then in the next line open braces. In the next line you have to write down public static void main, then open bracket string args square bracket and then this bracket close. So listen here, these all are in small letters, these all are in small letters, and here strings s is capital. Okay, so excluding only s, all are remaining in small letters. So you have to write down as it is. You cannot change its case because these all are the keywords of the Java. Now listen here, 345 and 276, these are integer letters because these are the whole numbers without decimal point. So it means that these are the integer letters. So if we want to store the integer letters, we use data type int. Int is the data type to store the integer letters. So I have taken here three variables as a int type, int a, b, c. Okay, this is the line of the declaration of variables a, b, c. These are the variables. Now first number we want to keep in a. So write down a is equal to 345 and then put semicolon. Second number we want to store in b. So write down here b is equal to 276 and put semicolon. Now we want the addition of a and b in variable c. So write here c is equal to a plus b and then put semicolon. Okay, now after this we want to display the result of the variable c on the screen. So to display something on the computer we use command system.out.println. system.out.println. Then open bracket, in double quotes write here message. I have written here sum is equal to, this you have to write in double quotes. Then after double quotes put the plus sign and write here the variable this c. Then close the bracket and put semicolon. After it close this braces and then close the braces of the class. So this is the close braces of the main function and this is the close braces of the class sum. So I hope that you have understood this program. So this is the program to find the sum of 345 and 276. So once again I am going to explain it. These are the integer numbers. So we will take here the data type int a and b to store the first number, and this is to store the second number. This c we have taken to store the sum of a and b. Their sum will also of the integer type, so this is also of the int type. Now first number we want to store in a, so write down a is equal to 345 this, and then put semicolon. So this is the assignment statement. B is equal to 276. Here 276 we have stored in the b, variable b. So this is also the assignment statement. So here we are inputting the values using the assignment. That's why this method is called assignment method. Now c is equal to a plus b. This is the processing line. Here computer will add the values of the a and b, and the whatever result will come, that will go to the variable c. Now here system.out.println, this is the line or command to display the result. So in double quotes we have written here sum is equal to, here you can write result is equal to, or sum of the first and second number, sum of 345 and 276. So like this any message you can write within the double quotes, and after double quotes put the plus sign and then write down this variable name c, enclose the bracket and put semicolon in the last. So this semicolon, this is called the line terminator operator. Okay, so semicolons are must. So listen here, here is no semicolon, in this line there is no semicolon, in this line here is semicolon, this line also contains semicolon, this lines also contains semicolon. So these all lines are having the semicolon in the last. So you have to put semicolon in the end of these Java statements. So this is the line terminator operator. Semicolon is also called the line terminator operator. So I hope that this program you have understand very well. Our next question is write a program to find square of 25. So if we want to write a comment, so we can write a single line comment like this: program to find square of 25. So after it, now we will write, so here write down public class square, any name you can take, I have taken here square, then open braces, and in the next line you have to write down public static void main string args. So public static void main string args. In this line, this s is capital, excluding this s all the letters are in small case. Now so this 25 is an integer number, so we will take data type int and take a variable a, and now we have to find its square. So one place we want for the square, so take another variable as b and put semicolon. So this is to keep the number 25, and this variable to keep the square of that number. Now assign the number a is equal to 25. This is the line to input. So by this line 25 will be input in the variable a. Now write down b is equal to a into a. For into we will put here asterisk sign and then put semicolon. A into a, it means computer will multiply the value of a by the value of a. That's why it's we will get square, and the result will go to the b. After it we have to display the result of b on the computer screen. So we have to write down the system.out.println. So system.out.println this all in small letters excluding this S. This S is capital and all others are in small letters without gapping. After point you will not put gap. So now open bracket and double quotes, message I have written is square of 25 is equal to, then double quotes close and then plus, and then write down this variable b, and okay, and close the bracket and put semicolon in the last. Now close the main function. This braces is used to close the main function, and this braces is used here to close the class. That's why this program is complete. Now you can make it on the computer, or also you can make this program in Java IDE app. One video is there in my channel, you can watch that, and by using and watching that video you can understand that how can you make the program on your Android mobile. So you can try this program in that app. So thank you for watching this video. In next video we will discuss about the another methods of the program inputting.